Abracadabra. Like I said on my live today, the the breakdown or the meaning behind abracadabra comes from what they can see. There's so many variations because they don't actually know the origin of the word. But from what we can see is from Hebrew, it means as I speak, so I create. They even used to use abracadabra to ward off like disease and like severe illness. They used to use it on their amulets to cleanse and protect them from for energy. So there's been so many things that abracadabra has actually been used for over the years. One of the things that I use abracadabra for, I love saying the word, can you tell? Is when I first start with clients and they have a lot of those looping, recurring thoughts that run through their head that are negative, that are self judgment, that questioning, that self doubt, all of that. When we start working together, we come to a point where we come to awareness of those thoughts. So before you have awareness, what happens is you just have these thoughts just randomly going around your head, and you just think that's how you roll. When you start to pay attention to your thoughts and you start to realize, hang on a minute, I thought that same thing yesterday, and I thought it the day before, and I keep thinking that same recurring thought over and over again. As Joe Dispenza, something he said years ago really like stuck with me. That I think it was in the 90s anyway. Some 90 something percent of the thoughts that we have today, we will have them again tomorrow. Now, if those thoughts are of judgment of self doubt, of like negativity, and of talking in a lack or scarcity or fearful way in our mind, or saying them out loud, then that's going to actually be our reality. If you think of the word spelling, when we spell a word, we're creating a spell. So as we speak it, as we write it, whatever it is that we're thinking, we're speaking, we're writing, we're putting out there, we're actually creating that in our reality. So, what are some of the words that you hear yourself thinking or hear yourself constantly saying? Have you actually taken any notice of that? Because it's really valuable for you to start to take more notice, because little things like, oh, I can't do that, or I can never do that, or I'm always broke, I've never got enough money, oh my God, this always happens to me. These sorts of words that we're speaking will give you that reality, because constantly our ego, our mind is trying to prove us right. So if you're saying a particular thing, then your mind will, like a laser focus, go in and it'll find something to prove to you that, yeah, you aren't worthy. Yeah, you are broke. Yeah, this always does happen to you. It's just going to continually find ways to prove you right. If you shift the narrative and shift it into the positive, again, your mind will go about searching and seeking and finding ways to prove you right. So this is where, when you think, oh, I can't, nothing seems to change, I'm doing everything and I just can't seem to change anything, have a look at the language that you're speaking in your mind and out your mouth and in the pen. Because if you just shift that, you will find that so much of your outer world will actually shift. So just wanted to pop in. The other thing is, when you do find that, the way you can trip your mind and retrain your brain is when you have one of those thoughts, instead of getting the hook where you let it go round and round, you have the awareness, you go, oh, there you go, I'm having that again. Just say the word abracadabra. And it just shocks or excites your mind to take a different route. And instead of just going around that same neural pathway, it'll create a new one. Have a little go at it and let me see what happens. Let me know what happens. If you've got any questions, throw them in the comments, or you can message me privately if you need to. All right. Have a good